Red Bull Racing reached the top of the Formula One mountain in 2021. And while there's been plenty of discussion about the title battle between Mercedes and the Constructor and Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, we thought at GPFans we'd take a look back at the season as a whole for the current Drivers' World Champion and his team. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans, and this is Reflections on Red Bull in 2021. Max is Formula One's finest right now. It is hard to deny that on his 2021 form, Verstappen is the best in the sport right now. Of course, he has some way to go to surmount Hamilton's achievements and status in the sport, but at the moment, the Dutchman is almost untouchable when at the peak of his performance. The stats tell the full story. 10 wins, 10 pole positions, 50.3% of all the laps led in 2021, and these are just the headlines. In reality, the championship should have been wrapped up sooner, had it not been for a spat of highly debatable incidents. Verstappen was sublime all season long and thoroughly deserved his maiden title, even if the way it ultimately happened slightly soured the celebrations. Perez proves Red Bull were right. Sergio Perez's addition to the squad seemed an intriguing decision at the end of 2020. Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon had previously struggled alongside Verstappen, but after being dropped, Frenchman Gasly then found form again at Toro Rosso. Yet, Red Bull turned to the experience of Perez, who had been dropped by Racing Point and saw his career hanging in limbo. A ropey start to the season, where either qualifying was bad and the race was good, or vice versa, left people wondering if Perez would be returning for this coming season. But after the announcement was made that he would be retained for 2022, the Mexican found his form. Podiums came thick and fast, including a memorable afternoon at his home Grand Prix, and of course a dramatic and crucial defence of Hamilton at the season finale, proving Red Bull right for retaining his services. If Perez can kick on in the beginning of 2022, Red Bull may have the best driver pairing in Formula One. Honda gets its dream farewell tour. Everybody knew that Honda would be leaving Formula One at the end of 2021, but nobody could have imagined the glorious ending the Japanese manufacturer would receive. In its latest stint in the sport, Honda had initially been the laughingstock of the grid at McLaren, with unreliability and a lack of performance leading to Fernando Alonso to call the power unit a GP2 engine. But with Toro Rosso first and then Red Bull, Honda found its best. After taking victories with both teams by the end of 2020, Honda announced it would bring forward its 2022 spec PU to 2021 in order to give Red Bull the best chance of winning. And it worked. Honda was at best level, if not sometimes ahead of Mercedes' unit, providing the team with an even battle on the aerodynamic and strategic side. It was a fitting end to its latest stint in Formula One for the Japanese company, although it remains involved behind the scenes as Red Bull takes over its own engine matters. Sensational strategy calls the key to success. One of the biggest aids Red Bull had in Verstappen's championship success was the strategic core of the team. On numerous occasions, Mercedes was outsmarted in quick decision making. The French Grand Prix is the most prominent example, where Red Bull gave up the lead of the race to switch to a two-stop strategy. Mercedes held firm with both cars and ultimately paid the price, with both Verstappen and Perez reaching the podium. Strategy could be even more vital in Formula One this coming year, with the field expected to bunch up in its performance. It is a large feather in Red Bull's cap. Bad luck leads to the lost Constructors battle. With the final gap between Mercedes and Red Bull only 28 points, you can't but help to look back at various incidents throughout the season and think Red Bull were unlucky not to seal a championship double. There was the infamous clash between Hamilton and Verstappen at Silverstone that saw the Briton recover under red flags before winning as Red Bull's driver was carted off to hospital. Then there was the melee at Turn 1 in Hungary that took Perez out of the race and heavily hampered Verstappen, even more points dropped there. Perez lost points in Belgium after crashing on the way to the grid in awful conditions, an accident that frankly could have happened to anyone. And not forgetting, of course, the tyre blowout suffered by Verstappen in Azerbaijan when cruising to victory. Adding all these together would almost certainly have handed Red Bull the title, but then F1 is a sport of ifs and buts. So that's our look back at Red Bull in 2021. Is there anything that we missed out at all or anything we should have put in? Let us know in the comments section below. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of the content we produce here at GPFans.